replacing humans with exact duplicates makes me sick.
Yeah. Pisses me off too. Can't believe they're replacing us with robots.
Elder Maxon ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell. I'd be the first one to kick them open.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Simp.
Anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very hard to believe. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
The data must be faulty.
The findings have been validated by multiple sources. Quinlan wouldn't have brought this to me if he wasn't 100% certain of the results. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's
Where'd you get my
DNA is a
DNA?
perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Danse are one and the same.
Yeah.
I'm finding it
Going
difficult
up.
to believe that he never confided in you
My-
and then swore you to secrecy.
You have some nerve.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a synth.
I suspect you're saying exactly what I want to hear, Knight. Do you wish to try again?
Had he told me, it would have been my duty to report it immediately.
Don't insult my intelligence.
Fuck you,
fought
dude.
Side by side with
He
theirs.
didn't tell
I find
me.
it impossible to believe you're ignorant of
Chapter
something.
Master, you must believe me.
Has it ever occurred to you that Danse might not be aware of his own identity?
No, it did not. However, even if that were true,
No.
Danse still represents a clear and present danger to us all. Your sincerity in this matter has been rather surprising. Apparently, I've misjudged you.
Yeah, that
which
seems to
means
happen
I've
a lot in
decided
this
to
game.
Take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate. A monstrosity of technology. Our mission
I
in the
agree, but
Commonwealth
chill.
is clear. The
Chill,
Institute
Chapter
and its
Master.
creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
Okay.
With pleasure. I'll make him pay for lying to us.
I appreciate your cooperation. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
I would have liked it better if Chapter Master Rollins didn't say that part, because that kind of makes it gives it the vibe of like, oh, I'm only doing this
I was
to.
told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Danse.
Hold on. You missed one.
I don't need apologies. I need to know where he is.
Yes, you're quite right. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Danse had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may
Alright.
want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Danse being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference
Sister
to
Quinlan,
some doubt regarding
Aelin.
Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Danse up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxon's made it clear that we're to locate Paladin Danse, and if we find him, report his location to you.
Damn,
Only
they're sending
you
me
can send to hunt him
specifically to
down.
go hunt down Danse.
I don't like your tone, Halen.
My tone. Who cares about protocol at a time like this? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Danse did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this.
But
There's
he's a
obviously been a
synth.
mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges.
See, this guy
Now,
gets it.
Unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
Change of heart, Halen?
Just following orders, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, sir.
She pulls out a fucking gun on me. Gonna get mine ready. Don't ask me why I'm doing this, Halen. I'm just preparing for when I find Danse.
I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Danse.
That is heresy.
Danse had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war U.S. military outpost on the northern frontier.
She
of
just
the
got all
Commonwealth.
chipper sounding
It's
all of a sudden.
isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
So, personally, my theory about Danse being a synth is that Danse wasn't always a synth. Well, I mean, who knows what the fucking information says? I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna check real quick. I don't have the data on that I got from the Institute, the one that they're telling me had the information about Danse being a synth. But there's two parts where Danse is alone and not on the Pridwin or with other Brotherhood of Steel members, and that's when he's after you retake Fort Strong, or I think take, because you didn't have Fort Strong. It's after you take Fort Strong, and then when you find the mini nuke stockpile. He's alone both of those times, and there aren't any Institute people there. So, or there aren't any Brotherhood people there. So, both of those times have the opportunity for Danse to get killed and then replaced with a synth that looks like Danse for the purposes of infiltration of the Brotherhood, which also would make sense because the Institute has been operating in the Commonwealth longer than the Brotherhood has, and Danse specifically has been in the Commonwealth for a while, long enough for the Institute to be able to somehow get some DNA from him, somehow to get images of him and then recreate him as a synth and then put a synth in to replace him. But because they made a replica of Danse, Danse, being the honorable and noble person that he is, realized that he, after finding all the shit out, that he had become exactly what his duty tells him he should not be, and then therefore he left. He excommunicated himself. He exiled himself. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Anyway, let's go kill him. Wait a minute, isn't this... Oh shit. Kind of a dumb thing to have happen there. There's not like a password or anything on that monitor. You just click it and power up the elevator. Feels like a bit of a waste to include that little segment. Hello, new viewer. We've found out that Danse is a synth. That's where we're at currently.
Approach and commencing attack on hostile structures.
Danse. Did you really set these turrets up? Did you set up these machines to hurt your brothers that would come and find you? Tell me you haven't gone that far.
I have a feeling we shouldn't be here.
Oh, still
I'm not
talking like we're
surprised Max
allies.
sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
Why didn't you tell me, Danse?
Because
I was gonna
I
take a
didn't
real
know.
for the,
Until Quinlan got that
emotions.
list decoded. I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
How could you not know that you're a synth?
It doesn't make sense to me either. It just feels like a cruel joke. I remember being a child. I remember growing up in the ruins. Everything. I suppose they programmed that all into my head. I mean, I feel like I've been in control of my entire life. Making my own decisions and determining my own fate. Even though the proof states I'm a synth, I don't feel any different than I did before. I still feel like a human. Why does any of this even matter to you? You're obviously here to carry out Maxon's orders. Does he even want me alive?
Of course not. Synths are the enemy, remember?
All too well. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you.
God damn, his voice
I
is so
wish
sexy.
Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
I can't tell if that's the human or the machine talking.
The fact that you're confused only strengthens my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
Is there any way out of this?
We both know that this is the right thing to do. If you refuse to follow Maxon's orders, you're undermining everything the Brotherhood stands for. I can't allow that to happen on my account.
You're an honorable man, Danse. You stuck to your principles well.
If it needs to be done, then so be it.
I've never been prouder of you than I am right now, brother. It's been a pleasure serving with you.
Where do you want it, Danse? Oh. Oh.
Ad Victorium, brother.
Sad. Elder Maxon, contemplating the orders he's just given me.
Report, Knight. Have you handled the situation with Paladin Danse?
Do you want his holotags as proof?
That won't be necessary. Perhaps you should keep them as a reminder of your lapse in vigilance.
How the fuck?
course.
I couldn't tell.
Dance's
He's in power armor
execution
half the
creates a
time.
missing
More,
link in our
actually,
chain
all
of
the
command.
time.
That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours. including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
Not even cold.
I'm honored, Elder.
You've earned it by your own actions. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Ad Victoriam, Chapter Master.
Your promotion was well deserved, Paladin.
Don't let Ingram catch you standing over
There's a child.
beyond report.
That's a child in Brotherhood.
Excuse me, Squire.
I don't see what the big deal is about dying. It's a lot like sleeping. You just don't wake up.
Oh, that is horrifying to hear from a child. Man, the Brotherhood is really fucked up. Going to retire this armor and leave it here. Oh, Danse.
Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Danse has been settled,
Unfortunate
we can return to our
matter.
primary
Is that
mission.
what it's being called?
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. Here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
I miss Paladin Danse. Come on. That all you got? My power is maximum.
Got trouble.
They already know. Oh, the Brotherhood was already here fighting? What? No shit.
Let's do this.
What the? For the brother. Take these off. Oh God.
Oh! I'm so sorry, Brotherhood, Scribe. I did not mean to hit you. It was an accident. It's just, you were in front of... I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Oh my god, I just killed 4 of them at once! By the Emperor. Wait, I'll save you for last. Deacon. It's not too late to surrender, Desdemona. Very well.
Sam, I'm coming home.